Hello, everyone. Hey, so to those that will join me tonight on this very pop up live, I want to thank you for being here. I hope when you come into the room, you hit that like button. For those that's watching in the bushes, thank you for being here. And for those that will watch the replay, I thank you for being here. Hey, Forgiven. Hey, Cassandra. Did a pop up on y'all? I don't know how this gonna last since I don't know if you all can hear the rumbling going on in the background. There's a lot of lightning and thundering going on. So if my power go out, you know why. Hey, Maria Patterson. Hey, baby. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cassandra. Yeah. So you all can hear me and see me well? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Girl dad. Hey. Hey, man. Let me fix me something to drink. Hey, Greg. Hey. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Valerie. She said, good evening, Miss Lynn, and everyone in the chat from Louisiana. So, yeah. You hear all that rumbling going on, huh? Yeah. So, what they're telling us is that a lot of this rain that we're supposed to have is going to start tonight. And matter of fact, it started already. Hey, SD. Hey, good evening. Good evening, baby. Thank you, Cassandra. Let's see. Let me see, baby. Maria, is it raining over there where you at? Hey, Tiffany. Mm, why? Why is that right there? Okay. Hey, Lisa Harris. Hey, Tiffany. So, tell me this: how have your Wednesday been? I hope you all been having a good day. I've had a great day. I had to go to a doctor's appointment just for the yearly stuff. But all is good, baby. All is good. They lied and said we were supposed to get but nothing dry as. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Well, it's raining here. It started raining about maybe about 4 o'clock today. It started raining. Yeah. Oh, and you have no rain, Marie? She said no rain, but as my grandmama used to say, God is rolling barrels in him. Okay, so it's thundering over there. Yeah. Hey, don't sweat it. I believe that you, especially Maria, since I know where you are, you definitely will be getting some rain. I believe. I believe. But you never know. You just never know. Maisha, hey honey. She said hello, Miss Lynn, and everyone in the chat. Hey baby, how are you? So Tuesday night, yesterday, listen, I was just so tired. I just couldn't make it. It was just too much going on. So, but I did miss you all, right? Maria, do you participate in Meatless Monday? Or anyone here, do you participate in Meatless Monday? And if you do, how did you do on Monday? Hey, growing what I eat. Hey, man. Hey, pretty girl. She said, good evening, Miss Linda in chat. It's not raining by me yet, but um, It's coming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's raining outside. It's been raining here for a while. Yeah, yeah. But that's God's business. Ain't my business. Ain't my business. Girl, what I eat. Hey. So no one here right now participated in Meatless Monday. Maria, you didn't participate in Meatless Monday? Well, let me just tell y'all, I drank all my water. And I didn't eat any meat. I'm not a big meat eater to begin with. Great. Lisa says, I'm on the West Bank. It's raining, lightning, and thundering. Yes. Yes, Lisa. Hey, Shirley, how are you? How are you doing? How's your weather? Oh, they got strange weather going on everywhere, huh? It is absolutely crazy. I see, where's that? New York? I don't know. But people are flooding and oh, the river is rising and oh my goodness. I drank lots of water, but I ate fish. Hey, fish is a good thing, pretty girl. Wi-Fi just back, rain and high winds. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Child. Yeah. So today I went out and yesterday I went out in my garden and I harvest a lot like my peppers. I harvest all of my tomatoes that was on my plants. I harvest most of all of my well not all of them but most of my figs on my brown turkey. Um, but So I think everything is going to be fine. Um, you know, I don't think it's going to be nothing huge. I just think what we're going to have is just a lot of rain. And you know that's something we know so well about, right? Maria say, "Oh, you speaking? Hey, Kelly with Pooh Bear. Hey, honey, how are you? Guava, my love, guava." Lisa said, we're getting crazy rains lately in the metro Detroit area. Okay. Lisa said, Algiers is raining like yeah. My cousin lived in Algiers and she told me it's storming over there where she is. Growing what I eat say, we need some rain over here. It's hot, muggy, feel like triple. Wait now. It feels like triple digits. Feels like I can cook outside. Yeah. Yeah. I know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So tonight, I wanted to just share with you all some things that I was researching on, and especially if you have fruit trees. So who are growing fruit trees? If you have a fruit tree, whether it's stone fruit, cherry trees. Um, just say yes to the chat if you have a fruit tree, um, especially stone fruits like peaches. Um, and definitely, I want to talk about a cherry tree. So, do you have a cherry tree? What kind of fruit tree you have? Because that's what we're going to talk about tonight, fruit trees. All right? Growing what I eat. Yes, man. I know you got them. I know you got them. Cassandra say yes. She have fruit trees. Hmm. Okay, Maria. Apples. All right, Shirley. Cassandra. Good. So I want to talk about some insects that get into our fruits. Satsum. Wait a minute now, my love. All right, let me go back up here. All right. So Maria says only lemons. Lisa said, "Oh, you speaking, everybody." Growing what I eat say peaches, plums, apples, pears, oranges, lemons, and grapefruit. Satsuma lemons, fig trees, okay, and grapes. Okay, Dave said, "Hey, Dave. Okay, sorry, I'm late. Um, Okay. Hey, family. All right. Hello. I'm in the bushes. All right. Out here in South Central Los Angeles. Well, while you in the bushes, Dave, hit that like button. Okay. Kick back and relax and enjoy the chat. Okay. All right. Um, Figs. All right, baby. So Cheryl T says she have yes. Um, can we grow peaches in our area? Why, yes, ma'am. Yeah, there's lots of peaches that love our weather. Red Haven loves us. What is this? Oh, it's a man's name. Oh boy, I can see this man. It's a peach, and he's from Texas, and it's a man's name. Anybody know that peach tree? It's a man's name, and I know he's from Texas. I'll tell you the name of it. Let me think. Okay. Kumquat. Okay. All right. Sam Houston. So, and listen, if you go to your nursery and you see a Sam Houston or Red Haven, Maria Patterson, those trees love our weather. Okay. Kumquat. Awesome. Awesome. So, I want to just share with you four, four, four worms that will get into our fruits. I'm going to talk about four of them. Okay. Now, we may get through one and two, and we're going to go all the way through. All right. So, the first one is the plum cucuyo. So, how many of you ever heard of a plum cucuyo? Now, this insect get into mainly stone fruits, plums, peaches, right? Have anybody heard of that? That bug? Girl, Dad. Hey, peaches, figs, plums, apples, and lemons. All right. Thank you, growing what I eat. Thank you, man. Yes. So when you see those, Maria, those are the ones you should purchase. Okay. This to me is more heartbreaking than anything. When you get a huge harvest of, let's say, cherries. So a friend of mine got a huge harvest of cherries. Listen to me, they were beautiful. There were no holes in them. Y'all hear what I say? There were no holes in them. Growing what I eat say, yes, indeed. Them some nosy rat rascals make all the plum cucuya. Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about the cherry. So she had, and I'm telling you, this woman had hundreds of beautiful, plump, red, delicious looking cherries. They were beautiful. So what she did was she put them in a bowl and she ran cold water on them and she put apple cider vinegar in the water and baking soda. Now, let me just put a pin right there because you all know, and I know many of you all, when we're out in our garden and our fruit is ripe, we will eat it straight off of that plant, straight off the tree. I do it. And I've been doing it for years. And seriously, I'm not going to stop. So, about 3 weeks ago, I asked the question, how many of you believe that you have eaten a worm before in a fruit? That's the question for you. Do you believe that you have eaten a worm in a fruit? What do you think? Morris Family Studio. Hey, my love. She said, hey, T, I can't stay. I'm showing love and I'm praying for you and the family. And to say, oh, yes, my love. I love you too, baby. And T will definitely keep you update on what's going on. Okay? Yeah. So if you think that you have eaten a worm before, come on, talk to me. Greg say yes. Yes, Greg. I'm pretty sure I have just munching away. Yeah. And grown what I eat. Do I think you have? Yes. Yeah. Hey, Jewel. Maria said, I don't, wait, I don't think I have eaten a worm. Really? How long have you been growing, Maria? Hey, Jewel, baby. How are you? Um, Shirley say, my apples have worms. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go back. My apples have worms for the first time this year. Really? Okay, baby. Okay. Cassandra say, I know that I have eaten a few worms. Lisa say, yes, Jewel, almost certainly. Yeah. Hey, Kay, how are you? Yep. I'm sure I have since I used to climb our neighbor plum tree and eat the, yes, and I did too. I know I didn't ate a bunch. Yeah. Hey, Shirley, speaking to everyone, y'all. OG Gardner. All right. Oh, you've been growing for 3 years. Okay. So listen, she put this these beautiful cherries, beautiful. They were, like shiny red off a tree. She must have harvested hundreds of them and still had hundreds of them on the tree. She put them in this baking soda and vinegar and let them set for 5 minutes. And something happened, family. Unbelievable. You can see the maggots coming out where the stem is. The maggot was coming out of the cherries. Not one, not two, all of them. Every one of them. They had a maggot in them. And sometimes they have more than one maggot in those cherries. And that's real. And the reason I know, I was standing there looking. Yes, girl dad. I I was blown away because you didn't see any holes in the fruit, but where you saw they was coming out and making holes, but mostly they were coming from where the stems are on these cherries. Unbelievable. So, yeah, I ate a bunch of worms. Yeah. Well, one thing I do know, they were organic. Hey, who was that? Odom. Hey, man. Hey. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Kay. How are you? Did I miss anybody else? Who was that? Oh, it's Jewel. Jewel speaking. Yeah. So this is what I want to talk about. Many of us, we grow so many of the beautiful fruits. Many of us have beautiful fruits, right? And then to have worms in it is just devastating. But then sometimes what happens is you don't get any fruit at all. So there's another disappointment. So, but I want to talk about is what can you do for your trees before the craziness start? What can you do to prevent these worms from getting in our fruit? And let me tell you, the little plastic, the little garbanzo bag or whatever kind of little bag that is, that ain't gonna stop them. It really is not. Greg said, TNOG, sometimes the worm ripens fruit tastes so good. Wait, it tastes so good. You will eat that worm before you know it. And it's true. It's true. I believe you. So this is what I want to share with you all. When you find a worm in your fruits. Hey, backyard garden flow. This is the first steps you should do. Identify the worm. You need to identify him. Take a picture, identify him. And then you want to go back and learn the life cycle of this worm, right? 99.9% of all of the worms that get into our fruits overwinters and lives in our garden. Another way to get in our garden is when we go and buy fruit trees. So think about it, in the stores and the nurseries, you got all these fruit trees together. You don't know where they came from, but they all together. And that's why quarantine is a good thing for your fruits and vegetables when you buy them. But you need to find out, you need to get into that soil and find out what's in that soil. And all of these bugs, they overwinter in our garden, right? So let's talk about one of the worms, the plum cucuyo. It lives and overwinters in our garden as a beetle. It's a beetle. So if you go to Google and say the life cycle of a plum cucuyo worm, and it's going to show you the whole how it begins and where they live. How do they survive in our garden through the winter? They live in our soil. They live in old wooden furniture you have out in the yard. They live under wood in your yard. And as soon as the temperatures get to be 50 or to 60 for about 7 days or so, this is what they do. They begin to migrate to the fruit trees of their choice. Now, there is some natural predators of the plum cucuyo. So there's two natural predators, right? And one is ants. And another one is a parasitic wasp. They will eat them, right? But if you have a tree and it's full of fruit and all of these trees have a plum cucuyo worm in it, we ain't got enough those parasitic wasps to take care of the problem, right? So, and Odom, I see you, what you do with your trees is so cool. So the first thing we should do in the fall or before spring, definitely while that tree is dormant, is to prune it and spray it. And all of the soil that is at the feet of these trees, baby, fluff it up, get in there and find out, because a lot of them are in cocoons and they're there, but we are not getting them. So prune your tree, spray your tree. So what you can spray your tree with, of course, if you're not organic, you can use seven. It'll get it. Okay. But if you are you can use neem. Spray your trees good. Even do it like once every week for about 3 weeks. Spray it before it wakes up. Before your tree wake up, spray that tree good. You can use neem with some dishwashing liquid or some kind of other soap, right? And you can control that plum cucuyo, but you need to get all around the soil at the bottom of that tree. All right. Oh, okay. You're talking here. Are they all edible? What do you mean, Jewel? What's edible, baby? Sebon family. Hey, Natasha, she said hello and good evening, Miss Linda. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, baby. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Are the worms edible? Well, let me say this. It's not going to kill us. It's not going to kill us. But would you really want to bite into a peach and it have a maggot in it? Or would you want your child, you give your child a peach off the tree and that child bite it and there's a live maggot in it? Now, if you eat it, no, it's not going to kill you. Exactly. So that is the whole point, right? It's not going to kill you. Just give you a little extra protein, but it's not going to kill you. But I don't think we are focusing on looking out to to eat maggots, right? Okay. What you say, baby? Oh, she said hello. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, exactly, Jules. So if you eat it, no, it won't kill you. I'm more than sure I didn't ate a lot of them, just to be real, right? But if I know he's there, I'm not gonna eat it, right? But the many time I just put fruits in my mouth and just eat, walk and eat, talk and eat, pick and eat, baby, pick and eat. What do you say? Yes, that's Spinner said. Yes, is a good one. That's right. Take care of it. And that is the thing. And Odin, you said the magic word. Your timing. Timing is that's the key. Is timing. Your timing must be right. So it is before your trees wake up when they're dormant. This is the time. This is all about timing, man. And it really is. Dana, hey, baby. Hey, I haven't seen you. She said, good evening, Miss Linden Gardening family. Much love and continued blessings. You too, baby. You too. Um, yes, and it's all about timing. If your timing is not right, you don't lost another season, right? So timing. And that's the key, man. You're so right. So the other worm that we will find in our fruits is, hold on, the cotylene moth. It's called a cotylene moth. Anybody heard of that? TNOG, if that's the case, I would have been gone long. Exactly, man. Me too. I wouldn't be talking to y'all today. Exactly. Great. Yeah. Hey, just forever. She said, hey, Miss Linda and everyone in the chat. This is a surprise live tonight. And I'm glad I caught all, baby. I'm glad you're here too. Miss Native, we have all eaten a bug and didn't know it. Figs are a great example. Do I believe that? But I think everyone should speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my experience may not be your experience. And that's why I ask every individual person, you know, because, I can assume, I would assume that if you have been gardening for X amount of years, then yeah, at some time you didn't ate a worm. Rather you, but I would ask you, and I'm just going to tell you about me. And I say, yes. Hey, Nikki, baby. How are you, honey? How are you? Oh, you talking to Callie? All right. All right. Okay. Worms and fruits. Exactly. Hey, Precious. Hey, my baby. She said, hey, Mama Linda and everyone in chat. Hey, honey. How are you? How are you doing? Yes, you have. Of course. We all have. I have. Okay, you're talking to Callie. All right. Okay. So it's a cotylene moth. So if you are truly interested in these bugs, The bugs I am calling to you, write them down. And when you have your free time, each one of them, I'm going to give you four. Four. The first one I gave you was the plum cucuyo, right? So with all of these worms, write them down, and then in your spare time, first thing you do is go to Google and say, like a plum cucuyo, you want the life cycle of this worm. And they're going to give you the whole life cycle, where it overwinters. And yes, our garden is their garden. That's their garden too. And this is where they overwinter. Wait, what do you say, baby? Oh, say, well, I guess in some places they are a delicacy. Exactly. And they cost a lot of money. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, LGG, baby, how are you? Dana said, I'm always watching. May not be from my account, but I can't go past a TNOG or thumbnail without further investigation. Thank you, baby. Thank you, honey. Greg Jones said, long time ago, my dad would lime wash his trees. We called it whitewashing. Yes. And that's another great way. It's another great way. It is. It is. So this is why I'm giving you the four bugs and worms that get into our fruit. They lay their eggs, right? And they're going by their business. And that egg turns into a maggot in there and eats and get big. Okay? So the first one was the plum cucuyo. The second one was the codling moth, right? The next one is fruit worms, yeah. And they are like the fruit flies. Oh no, that's cherry fruit fly. Fruit worms, that's the third one, right? And the last one is the cherry fruit fly. Those are the ones that got into my friend's cherries, her cherry tree. And listen, I have never seen cherries look so beautiful. They were shiny, they were plump, they were juicy. And every one of them had a maggot in it. And thank God that when she put it into this vinegar and baking soda, because sometimes people don't do that. A lot of people just rinse their vegetables in water, especially the ones that they grow. But she put baking soda and vinegar and let it sit and just, swashing it around in the water. And there they come. They start coming out the cherries. Now, that is heartbreaking to me. When you look at your tree and it is beautiful, it's growing lovely, and you have all these beautiful cherries, and her tree is still full of cherries. But every cherry that we harvest, every one of them had a worm in it. Any comment? Huh? Do y'all hear that? Yo, say bone, family. Can you all hear me? Oh, there you are. I know. And not only wild, it's heartbreaking to me. I I felt so bad for her. It's just bad. Yeah. Many years ago I bought a pack of salt and vinegar crickets. I ate them because I was dared to do it. Honestly, they were not too bad. Okay. I just didn't look at them. Okay. Listen to me. When you bite into a fruit and you see a wet, pink maggot, no, baby. That is not that is not what's up. That is not what's up. Um, no, no. Wow, that breaks my heart, and I don't even know her. I know it's just a sad thing. It's a sad thing. Yeah, it's thundering. Yeah, yeah. Does the same thing happens with tomatoes? No, no, no. But can worms get into tomatoes? Yes. Now I don't know. The worms I've seen in a tomato is a cutworm. I've seen cutworms in tomatoes. Yeah, they will get in there. And of course, um, you would definitely, a hornworm will eat in. They will go in there and eat the inside of that tomato. If they don't have any more leaves, they will. Yeah, I'm sure that if I saw those cherries, I would have eaten them, worm and all. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought to soak them. I know. And many times we don't, but you know, yeah. I never had a worm. You say a woman? You meant to say a worm in your tomatoes. I've had worms in my tomatoes before, but they were cut worms. These sometimes you'll find these black and or brown worms on the plants. Um, and yeah, they will go inside and eat it. Oh yeah, definitely. All right. So the fruit fly is it looks just like a regular fly, right? But if you continuously grow your fruit trees, right? And if you don't do anything to stop the bugs, the worms from getting in your fruit, nothing is going to change, baby. Nothing is going to change. If you had worms in your fruits this season and you do not try to change, if you don't try to do some research to find out what can you do to stop this, then it's going to continuously happen. Nothing is going to change, right? Yeah, fruit flies are extremely annoying. So if you don't change, you have the same outcome. So this is why I want you to research those four worms if you're growing fruit trees, if you're growing stone fruits, and also if you do your research to find out how you can control them or get rid of them in your garden. And whatever way you do, whether it's by synthetics or it's organically, right? But you got to make a change if you want to change. True that? Yeah, yeah, definitely, baby. Definitely. So and just like Odom said, Spinner said, is really good for that. But I find neem oil, lemon oil, orange oil, but you must spray at the right time. Timing is everything. And all of these insects are overwintering in your garden. That's where they live. I'm always spraying soapy water on them fruit flies. Yeah, yeah. Hey, J3. Hi, man. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. So, Hey, Journey under the sun. How are you, baby? How are you? You good? Oh, J3, say hello, everyone. Hey, man. Hey, how are you? So, J3, have you had any worms in your fruits? Any like stone fruit? Are you growing cherries? Let me know, man. Because seriously, I don't have the problem of worms getting into my fruits at all. I haven't had a problem with that. And they can definitely get into your pears, apples. I don't see any worms ever getting into citrus, but cherries, all of those. Good, man. Good. Journey say yes. I'm on the road. Okay, baby. Pit stop. Relocating from zone 4 to zone 9. Get out of here. Come on, girl. You're going to be growing, baby, and dropping them seeds. Awesome. Brown wasp was discovered had discovered my calamandan fruit. Now they are taking the zest off my fruits. I never seen this before. A wasp is taking the zest off your fruits. Wow, I never heard of that. Never. Bob Brownlee, strike that beautiful pose. Mm. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So then, as I said, these oils you can use to spray and your timing to spray. But if you have your fruit tree in containers, if your fruit tree is in containers, go around and kind of fluff up that soil to see if you have any cocoons in that soil because they're overwintering. Leaves, they live under leaves and under wood and any kind of old furniture you may have out there close to the ground. That's where they love to live, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Anyone else heard them doing that? Yeah. My first year with worms, first year bearing apples, my cherries missed the worms. Okay. So you have cherries, LGG? So this, if you have cherries, this is what I would ask you to do. Harvest some of your cherries and put them in a bowl of water and add vinegar and baking soda and wait for about 15 minutes and see what happens. Now, if you have worms in those cherries, they're going to come out. Really. Definitely we'll be looking up the ones you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, Ty Lily. Hey, baby. How are you? How are you doing? Yeah. What do you say? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I just wanted to bring that to you all about your fruit trees. I see so many of you all growing beautiful fruit, have a decent harvest, but your fruits are infested, and that's heartbreaking to me. And this is why I kind of went on a research. Right, I usually wash all my fruit and veggies in baking soda and vinegar. Okay, all right, wonderful, baby, good, good. Because as I said, a lot of times when I'm in my garden, I just throw fruits and vegetables. I just eat it out there. I rinse it off, baby, and I'm eating. I come inside full as a tick. C'est bon, yo. So, do anybody have any questions about that? If not, I want to tell you all a story. Okay. So, if you have any questions about worms living in your fruits, I will spray clay next year. So remember, Kaylin Clay can help you, but your timing is everything. And I mean everything. Especially to find out when they are awakening in your area and when they begin to migrate to the fruit trees. That's the things you need to know about. I actually do wash with vinegar and baking soda. Really, love? Yeah. I've seen you do that. Yeah. Will worms make your blossom fall off? Yes. And not only your blossom, your leaves. And not only that, they will sometimes have your fruit looking deformed. That's when you know you have worms in there. So, and that's a great question. You will see fruit falling, you will see leaves falling, you will see deformed fruits. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Great question. And you will see that. And when you see these things, those things should ring a bell to you like, wait a minute, something is going on. And even at that point, start looking because they are migrating, they have migrated to the plant. So, I mean, to the tree. Listen, they start migrating like, like a line of bugs. Seriously. All of these things happening, and most of the time, it happens at night when we don't see. But this is when most of the insects in our garden are active. They are busy at night. They hide and sleep in the daytime. But at night, baby, they up to no good. You heard me? They up to no good. How do you protect peaches from pests borrowing into young fruit? And so this is what we say in Thai Lily. Um, so Thai Lily, it's a combination of things. So the first thing is when your fruit trees are dormant, okay, you want to um, prune them. And when you prune them, then you want to spray them. Whatever way you spray for insects, you can use, if you use synthetics, you can use 7 spray. You can, and listen, will it work? It will work, right? But if you're organic, you can use spinosad, you can use neem oil, you can use uh, lemon oil or orange oils. But you need to do this at least 3 weeks in a row, one time every day for 3 weeks in a row. And then you need to fluff up and check that soil to make sure you don't have any of these cocoons in the soil close to the tree, because if so, they are going to go up that tree. And when they get up in that tree, you will not be able to find them and you will not be able to see them because they do their dirt at night. Most bad things happen at night. They do that. That's what they do. They busy at night. Prune and spray with dormant spray. Awesome. And I see Odom do that a lot, and that's awesome. Bob Brownlee says 3rd year, no apples due to temps went to lows 30s after flowering. Oh, yeah. Then high winds took all the blossoms off. Hopefully next year. I know my love. My blackberries won't turn black. They just fall off the bush. Now I'm going to tell you what I think that is. That is um some kind of you need some fertilizer, some kind of fertilizer. It's something that that plant is not getting for them to not turn black. Are you sure they blackberries? Okay, so they won't turn black and then they fall off the bush. So when they fall off the bush, what color are they? My only problem was the bird poop caterpillar, the butterfly. Yeah, well. So the cool thing about the bird poop caterpillar, if you don't want her, just take her off, right? Just take her off. Or maybe, you had a lot. I mean, it looked like you had about 20 or 30 of them. Just take them all off, but maybe leave one or two, right? But yeah, so, and I know it could be really devastating, especially you have a little tree and you have lemons on it and you got all these bird poop caterpillars. You're not down with it. But, just take some of them off, leave one or two. The freaks come on at night, and they do. Listen to me. You will be surprised. You would be surprised if you go out to your garden at night with a light and listen. Not only look, but listen. You can hear things. You can hear these insects, and you can see them. Hey, good evening, baby. Yes, they do. They do. And this is how it's like there were something eating my turmeric. And I mean they were eating big chunks. And this was not a little worm. And I know it wasn't little. And I found her. So what they do, they eat at night and then they hide. But they don't hide far away from that food source that they've been eating on. So you'll find them somewhere around in that area. I filled that bucket up with water and her big butt started floating. Gotcha. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, baby. Good evening, Nikisha. Tunk from Snake Creek. Hello. Same problem with my raspberry plants. They fall off when they are pink. So I think that's a fertilizer problem. I think so. If anybody have any suggestions of why their fruits is not turning black or not turning the right color and falling off, I think it's a fertilizer problem. Hey, educated natural, how you doing, baby? What do do anybody have any suggestions of what you think that is? Hey, blessed lady Gail. So if a fruit fall off, then I'm thinking that this have to be some kind of a mineral or maybe potassium. Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure, baby. Yeah. Grandmother E say, yes, indeed, like checking stuff out in the garden with my spotlight. Yes, at night. Those greedy rascals. I can see you, man. Those greedy rascals be full as a tick after eating. Exactly. Yes, it is the blackberry bush that they fall off. They're red or they look like they were trying to turn colors. Yeah, I think maybe it needs potassium, um, and I think you need to get a regular feeding regimen, like every 10 days for it or something, or maybe once a week for maybe. a month for in the off season, right? Yeah, I heard wait to use a black. So a black light is to see insects, yes, and you definitely can see it. But most people use that black light to see tomato hornworms, and you could definitely see it. But you'll see other insects with it too. Yeah, I go out at night to check to catch them. Okay, there are so many night dwellers. It's unbelievable. I work hard at night. Well, I go out sometime, but I'm not going out there to work a lot. No, and I do have like my son or my daughter to come out there with me just in case, just in case I got to run. Uh, yeah. Hey, educated natural baby. Oh, yeah. Tank say thanks. Yes. Yeah. Try that. Try that. Um, the tree not able to support the load. What do you mean? What do you mean, LGG? They may not have enough sunlight. And that's true, Greg. That's another thing. So do you have them in full sun? Because they should be in full sun. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Hey, veggie baby, how are you? How are you? Fertilizer or they getting full sun. Exactly, man. Yes. I hope you're getting these answers, honey. I hope you are. There you go. Yeah, I thank you. Yes. Yes. So try that. Is your are your plant in full sun? That's my art. Is it in full sun? I'm fertilizing everything today. Okay, cool, cool. Blackberry bushes need a lot of sunshine. Yeah. All right, Valerie. Yeah. Cool. Mike. Save on, man. When the tree drops some of its fruits, the load may be too heavy. And that's true. Sometimes I mean, look at your tree, look at a stem. Sometimes you see like a limb, and that limb have lots and lots and lots of fruit. Please take some of it off. Take some of it off. But we're talking about when insects insects start to eat and try and get into these fruits. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. And yeah, a lot of them will fall off. You'll see some of your leaves falling off too. So do your research on those four worms, because one or all four of them, they will be the ones that get you if you don't do your research, right? Do your research, because the worms in the cherries just took me out. And and it's not that, I think it's so bad, that not to eat a maggot, but I'm not trying to eat a maggot. And these cherries looked perfect. They looked perfect. There were no holes in them. No. This this beetle went into the stem, where the stem is. That's where he went in and laid that egg. So he didn't put extra holes in it. Now some of them did have extra holes, but most of them, they were perfect cherries. They were perfect cherries, no holes. So you wouldn't think anything was in it. But after sitting in that vinegar and soda for about 5 minutes, you saw maggots running out, well, not running, but wiggling out of the cherries. And it's true. Yes, this year is my first time I got worms in the apples and peach trees. Yeah, so we need to talk about that more, and I'm going to get more information. But LGG, you do your research on it too, okay? But you have to spray that tree when it's dormant. Yeah. Sorry to hear about your cherries. Oh, I know. Well, they wasn't my cherries; they were my friends. But I was about to reap a whole lot of the benefits. You know what I'm saying? But she, she was going to give me half of them. But then, I told her, "Oh no, baby, that's all right. You go ahead on and you can have them. You can have them now, baby, because I ain't want no part of that. I tell you." Yeah, no, huh, Valerie? No, baby, you can't give me that for nothing. I don't want it. um, there's strawberries and pepper maggots. Yes, the live that lives under the stem. Yes, yes. So this is how you try to eliminate a lot of that from getting into your fruits. And when your trees are dormant, this is the time you go to work. Because as I say, if you don't make any changes, then you will not have any changes. So you will still get those maggots in your fruits if you don't make any changes, right? Yeah. And that is just so sad when you watch your fruits and they're beautiful and then they're full of worms. That is not cool. Hey, baby. Hey, Tag. How you doing, baby? How are you? Okay, so anybody else? If you want to say anything else about the trees, the fruits full of worms, or put it in the chat. But now I'm going to share with you. Wait, um, these seeds. I think it's about between 15 to 20 packs of seeds. Um, and Jada gonna come over here. When is it? Sunday, I think Sunday or Tuesday. I think Sunday, and we're gonna spin a wheel, and we're gonna choose three people, three people that will get all of these seeds, and I'm gonna add in trombone seed squash seeds, and who else I'm gonna add? I think I have another. I think I have two more other seeds I'm gonna add to this seed giveaway. So it may be over 20 packs of seeds, right? We're going to do that Sunday. All right. So for those that's already in it, Sunday, we're going to give it away. All right. Also, if you want tromboncini squash seeds from me, I am willing to share them with you, but you are going to have to pay for your own stamps and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe 10 seeds or maybe 11 or 12, something like that, for $2 if you want to try the tromboncini squash, because I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. Okay. Where's James? Hey, James. There you are. How are you? I didn't see you. Thank you, Mike. All right, family. Do anybody have any questions about their fruit trees with worms in their fruits? Nope. All is well. That's a good deal. The seed costs more at Baker Creek. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. So we're gonna give that away. And we're gonna make sure everybody get it. We're gonna have three winners. Okay. All right. We good? I'm good, y'all. So if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to eat. It's supper time. Well, it's really past my supper time, but I'm going to get. Y'all, you're welcome, LGG baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. We good? All right, honey. All right. Mm. Does the clay need to be kaolin clay? So I don't know if it needs to be kaolin clay, but kaolin clay is one of the clays that will help. It will help. It will help. But remember, and that's why I say you have to do it more than once. You have to spray this more than once because if it rains, of course, you have to repeat it, right? Growing what I eat, say finally found, oh, a berry. I don't know who's that, Marquois berry that you mentioned. Really? I don't I don't forgot about that one. Yeah. What kind of berry is that? Growing what I eat? All right. All right, Tuck. All right. Never goodbye, but see you later. Yeah. Oh man, now I got to go back to chores. You missed it, man. You missed it. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll do it again. Greg said, thanks, TNOG. I've learned a lot tonight. Oh, good, man. Good, good. I'm so happy. And, the reason why I did choose this topic is because I've seen so many of you all that have disappointing harvests from your fruit trees. And this is the thing, you grow, sometimes you get a lot of fruits on your trees and then it's full of worms, or you're not getting any fruit. And that is devastating to me. I don't like it. Great live, Miss Linda. You and the Tnog family have a thank you, Valerie. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I will watch the replay. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, man. When I do a pop up, I'm gonna have to hit you up, okay? On that good email. Oh, you talking to Ty Lily? Okay. This was a great live as usual. Good night. Good night, baby. Pretty girl. Good night, Miss Linda, and may the Lord bless you and your family with this weather. Yeah, you hear it. I mean, it's rumbling out there. That's why I really want to kind of get off. I don't want it to just go out, and we just left like that. I don't like that. Growing what I eat, say the squirrels got me this year. Peach, why? I know the squirrels did a lot of people wrong, real bad. I have to watch the replay for sure. My fruit trees are struggling this year. Yeah, baby. And in tag, this is what I said. And so I want you to remember this. If you get worms in your fruits this season, if you got worms in your fruits this season, right? And you don't do nothing, it's gonna happen again because these bugs is living in our garden, and you have to find a way to deter them. And those are the things that we talked about in this live. Okay, so check it out, and I want us to have a great harvest, worm free, worm free. Yeah. Hey, baby. She said, I'm here watching from TV. Thank you for everything. Oh, thank you, baby. We about to get up out of here, but I thank you for being here. Yeah. Greg said, good night, everyone. Time for bed. You said that right. Yes, ma'am. All right, my baby. Squirrels over worms. Yeah. Can you advise why the flower drop on my pomegranate, all my flower shops? So I'm going to tell you what I did when I had flowers drop on my pomegranate. I took leaves from my plantains. I put it in 2 5-gallon buckets. I cut them up and put them in there, and I let them soak for 3 days. That is the potassium. And that's what I gave my tree. and she never did it again. Now you could do you potassium. Go get you some potassium. Soak some banana peel in water. Um, you can go get some more bloom. That's potassium. Okay, do that. And I'm thinking that's the reason why your flowers are falling. Mine's did the same thing. Okay, baby. You're welcome. You are welcome. All right, my baby. All right, you all. You all have a good night, and we will see each other later. If something come up about this weather, I will pop up. I'll do another pop up and let you all know what's going on. But what I think is we're just gonna get a lot of rain. That's all. You know, that's what I think it is. But I have everything powered up and ready. And of course, because it is hurricane season, I have lots of food, lots of water, all this kind of stuff, all in the garage, and I'm ready for it. And the cars are filled with gas, just in case we got the bone out. Blessings to you too, my love. You all have a great night. I love you all, and we'll see each other hanging around here on these YouTube streets. That's my art. Sweet dreams, people. Thank you, you too. Thank you, Mike. Good night, Ty Lily. Thank you for being here, baby. Have a good night, y'all. Later. Good night, Nikki, baby. Good night, Deji, baby.